Welcome back. National Dance Institute's goal is to support the social and emotional development of children through active participatory arts experiences. The Institute will feature an event captivating audiences with performances that celebrate our planet's natural wonders and confront urgent environmental issues. Here now to tell us more is a senior teaching artist and choreographer at National Dance Institute, Mary Kennedy. Mary, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Now, can you share with us what initially drew you to dance and how your journey with the National Dance Institute began?
I would say I grew up in a big family. My mom turned on the music. We danced at home. I had an older sister who was like on the dance team. She'd teach me routines. And I grew up in the 80s. It was the time of MTV and music videos, so I was very inspired by that and pop icons of that day. And as far as my journey with National Dance Institute, that began in 2000. I attended NDI's, we also say NDI, our two-week teacher training program. And once I was invited to come back and to assist and be a part-time employee with NDI.
Now, how did NDI shape your approach to dance education?
Well, it was interesting. Before I worked for NDI, I was teaching in studios, dance studios. So I came across a book, and it was called Teaching the Magic of Dance. That was written by Jacques d'Amboise, who's the founder of National Dance Institute. And it sort of opened up my world about arts education, and it doesn't have to be a specific, like I'm teaching in a studio. It can be for all children in public schools. And so I would say it really expanded my view. Yeah.
Now, Earth Song is described as a dynamic exploration of the planet's ecosystems through dance. What was the inspiration behind this theme, and how did you develop the concept for this event?
Yes, well, I would say initially my love of oceans and living in different environments by the ocean, in the mountains, by the river here in New York, our treasured public parks, and I would say just the love of the natural world. And I think the concept for the show really grew from, it was a collaborative effort with my colleagues.
Now, can you talk about the importance of kind of combining the world of dance and the art of dance with something that's very like, I would say like a science theme, which is like the earth. Can you talk about the importance of combining those things? Because I think that when we think of school, they're often very separate.
Yeah.
So can you talk about that, just kind of that journey with combining them together?
Yeah, I think it makes it more just experiential. The children are not just learning about it, but they're moving to it. They're expressing themselves physically, and and there's live music. We at NDI we pride ourselves on having live music. So, you're working with a professional choreographer who has a concept, and you're in process with these children developing this idea. So I feel like it's very experiential, and beyond just reading about it, actually moving is another great way to learn.
That's amazing, and I like to hear that like there's more ways to learn than just reading.
Yes.
And for some kids, artistic education can be a way to learn more about things that they didn't know about before. So
Absolutely.
I think that's amazing. Can you talk about how these performances address specific environmental issues like pollution, deforestation, and wildfires?
Yes, we have a dance that's addressing wildfires. It's called Through the Fire and Haze. It will be performed by our oldest dancers, our 7th and 8th grade. And it's inspired by the Canadian wildfires that happened last summer, 2023, when our New York City skyline turned orange. So we're dancing about that. Another dance has to do with water pollution and the Cuyahoga River in Ohio that burned 13 times and really sparked the formation of the Environmental Protection Agency and the Clean Water Act and the first Earth Day. So we're addressing those problems, but we want to highlight the beauty too and solutions.
And how do you, approach these really hard concepts that even adults struggle to understand? How do you put it in a way that children understand it, but then can also convey that through dance?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Or maybe what are some challenges with trying to kind of have these really heavy themes? What are some challenges kind of teaching that to kids?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of really breaking it down so it's understandable to these children, and maybe relating it to something that they can understand. So I would just say that, like, breaking it down, and that's also part of our methodology as teachers. Teaching dance is breaking down the movement, breaking down the music. So with a theme, I would say it works that way too.
Now, one of NDI's goals is to use art to engage children from diverse backgrounds and abilities. Can you talk about the importance of that representation, especially, in theater or dance, to have kids be able to see themselves and to kind of use their bodies and their minds to kind of convey these messages?
Yeah, absolutely. What's unique is, we have about 150 children involved in this production. They're from all over New York City. They've been working together for like 6 to 9 months, sweating, working hard, working through challenges. And so I just think the opportunity for all of these children from all backgrounds coming together to put on this performance, and also what happens backstage and like the whole world where they're interacting with one another backstage, is a beautiful thing. And so, yeah.
And what has the feedback been from the children involved?
I feel like children I've read, are natural environmentalists. I work in schools where there's a lot of messaging around the school about Earth Day and reduce plastic pollution. So I feel like children naturally understand this topic. So, and there's many books, children's books written about it. So I feel like they're into it, and they can identify. And of course, it's important for them. They're the future of our planet. So.
What advice would you give to young aspiring dancers who want to use their art to make a difference in the world?
I would say, do your thing. It's a beautiful thing, and just to be open to other opportunities that may come your way. Dance is, it doesn't have to be one thing. Like I was saying before, being in the dance studio, like, just be open to, what opportunities are involved in this world of dance.
Now, lastly, is there a message you'd like to share with the viewers about the importance of arts in education and personal development?
I would say it goes back to our mission that arts have a unique way of empowering children from all different backgrounds and motivating them toward excellence. So every child deserves the right to engage and learn through the arts.
Now, just hearing and what I've learned so far, this sounds like an amazing experience for the kids. I love the theme of, and again, I just love the combination of the arts and the sciences coming
Yes.
together. I think it's something that we don't see often. And so I was really excited to learn more about this. And, with that, I want to say thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And, kind of educating our viewers about what's actually happening in the world and how we can use art to kind of address that.
Amazing. Thank you.
For more information, you can visit their website at nationaldance.org and follow them on X at National Dance. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Remote Open right after this.